When I was 17 years old and I had just gotten my driver's license, my parents gave me the talk, the race talk. They didn't call it that, but that's what it was. It consisted of what to do and what not to do during a police stop. It also consisted of where to be and where not to be after dark. I really appreciated my parents' parental advice. They were trying to protect me. I was grateful that my parents gave me advice, that they were speaking to me on this. But I looked at them as throwbacks to another era. They lived during segregation. They lived through the civil rights movement. They lived during rules that didn't apply to me. And then it happened. I was driving down the street. I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't speeding. I hadn't run a red light. And in my rearview mirror, I could see the lights of the cop car pulling me over. They just looked at my license, my registration, and said, "Sorry, you fit the description of someone that we were looking for." And so I kind of dismissed that. Sure, I hope you find whoever it is. I didn't think much of it. And then it happened again, and again, and again. I'm 42 years old, and I still get stopped by the cops. I got stopped by the cops on my way to a campus outreach. And so when I think of the frustration that is seen by people in New York City and Ferguson, and really across our country, it is the frustration that that's okay, that we're second-class citizens, that it's okay to stop me whenever you feel like it, that I'm being judged not by the content of my character, but because of the color of my skin. When I got to church after the grand jury decisions, I wasn't really sure what a godly response should be. And then the bulletin was handed to me. It said Revelation 7:9, the passage in Revelation that talks about us all being before the throne, all races, all tribes, all tongues, all nations. I was excited. Yes, I'm gonna hear a godly response to these decisions, a godly response to the injustice that I feel. I'm going to hear a godly response on Ferguson and New York. And I listened. I listened during worship. Nothing. I listened during prayer. Nothing. I listened during the entire message. Nothing. Complete silence. Silence. We cannot be silent on this. Even if we don't know what to say, "I don't know what to say" is better than silence. The silence had inadvertently screamed at me, "You don't belong." As Christians, we need to lead the response. We need to stand together with African American brothers and sisters and say, we are one. We are a post-racial body. We were post-racial before post-racial was even cool. We need to show that. We need to defy Sunday morning as the most segregated time of day. We have an opportunity that hasn't really existed before. The world is watching. How will the church respond? Will we go with the culture, or will we defy the culture? Will we stand with African American brothers and sisters and say, we are one? Our body is a post-racial society. It always has been. Will we do that?